On a radiant Saturday, the sun emerged on the horizon like an artist revealing a masterpiece. Oliver and his friends were brimming with euphoria, ready to embark on a journey on two wheels that promised to be epic. The plan was simple yet charming: a bike ride through the countryside, where freedom and camaraderie would intertwine with every pedal stroke. The morning started with laughter and the sight of bikes lined up like steeds ready for a race. Each helmet gleamed under the first rays of the sun, and the wheels shone as if eager for their journey. The group's energy was palpable, a current of enthusiasm that seemed to vibrate in the air. The countryside stretched ahead like an invitation, a blank canvas waiting to be filled with memories. The weather was perfect, almost as if the universe itself was conspiring to ensure everything went smoothly. The group set out on the road with the confidence of those about to experience an unforgettable day. Nature around them seemed to applaud, with a rustling of leaves and the singing of birds composing the soundtrack to their adventure. Nothing could dim the joy that enveloped them, and the world seemed to bow before their excitement. As they pedaled, the wind caressed their faces, and the wheels turned with a rhythmic sound, almost like a mantra uplifting their spirits. The sense of freedom was absolute, and every curve in the path was a new promise of fun. They were living the moment with vibrant intensity, the countryside unfolding like a book full of untold stories, waiting to be explored. The journey had begun, and the excitement in the air was almost tangible. The anticipation of a day filled with discoveries and laughter was as vast as the horizon before them. This was the beginning of something grand, and each moment was laden with possibilities. The day promised to be a milestone, a reminder that sometimes simplicity can create the most memorable moments in life. Their pure and contagious joy was the harbinger of an adventure that promised to be unforgettable. But, as with every great story, what comes next is just beginning to unfold. As the group continued their journey through the countryside, the serene road ahead seemed almost magical. The blue sky and radiant sun provided the perfect backdrop for their adventure. But suddenly, a new sight interrupted the harmony of the landscape. A railway crossing rose up in their path. The signal was closed, glowing red like a crimson alert on a safety board. The lights flashed with an insistent rhythm, warning that a train was on its way. However, to the group, immersed in the adrenaline and excitement of the ride, the signal seemed a mere detail amid their fun. The promise of adventure and the palpable thrill acted like an invisible force driving them forward. The crossing turned into an unexpected challenge. The sound of the wheels spinning and the wind whispering in their ears seemed to conspire against the idea of stopping. The safety signage, a warning of prudence, appeared small and distant compared to their desire to continue. The group, caught in a whirlwind of excitement, underestimated the severity of the situation and made a hasty decision. The train, approaching like a metallic giant, was a powerful force that could not be ignored. But the thought of waiting seemed unbearable to these young adventurers lost in the euphoria of the moment. They believed, perhaps naively, that they could cross before the train arrived, as if they could defy time and safety with the speed of their bikes. The excitement was high, and the sense of invulnerability seemed to dominate. Choosing to cross the railway became an act of mixed courage and recklessness. The group was about to face an unexpected challenge, and the road that once seemed like a path of fun now revealed its true nature, a test of limits and quick decisions. In the heat of their hasty decision, the crossing became a tumultuous ordeal. The group, rushing to move forward, didn't realize that haste could turn their fun into a nightmare. When Tomas, one of Oliver's friends, attempted to cross quickly, the unexpected happened. Tomas lost his balance. His once agile and confident movements became clumsy and frantic. As he tried to hasten the crossing, chaos ensued. One of his pants legs, caught treacherously, became trapped on the tracks. The sound of the fabric dragging and Tomas's terrified expression underscored the gravity of the situation. The sight of the train, an unrelenting metal giant approaching with alarming speed, was chilling. The train's lights flashed like storm warning beacons, and the piercing sound of the whistle cut through the air with desperate urgency. The group, which had started the day with laughter and freedom, now found themselves ensnared in a deadly and imminent danger. Despair gripped the group. Each second dragged on as if time itself was extending their torment. Faces that had been radiant with joy were now marked by panic and determination. They were in a race against the clock, every move and action driven by the urgent need to save Tomas. As the train drew closer, the tension in the air was almost palpable. The sound of the train grew deafening with each passing moment, and the group rallied in a frantic attempt to free Tomas. The situation was critical, a desperate struggle against an unforgiving foe, and the adrenaline that had once propelled them now fueled their race against time. It was a moment of pure anguish, where the immediate danger loomed with the intensity of a nightmare, and hope for a solution became the only beacon in the dark. Panic settled in like a storm, enveloping everyone in a whirlwind of fear and desperation. Tomas, paralyzed by terror, struggled to free the pant leg trapped on the tracks, but his mind, overwhelmed by dread, seemed unable to find a solution. Each passing second was tormenting, with the train approaching like a menacing shadow. Though completely shaken, the group did not lose hope. Initial shock quickly gave way to fervent determination. The adrenaline that had previously driven them now transformed into a collective force, an unwavering unity in the face of adversity. Tomas's friends, with pale faces and racing hearts, threw themselves into the battle against time. Hands intertwined, and collaboration became their only option. As the train's roar grew deafening, the group pulled, cut, and untangled knots, each movement marked by urgency. It was a symphony of effort and courage, where each member played their part in a desperate bid to save their friend. Finally, the pant leg was freed. Tomas, now liberated, was pulled from the tracks just as the train passed a few meters away. The train's noise was overwhelming, a powerful testament to their narrow escape. The relief that followed was like a tidal wave, flooding the group with a profound sense of gratitude and exhaustion. As the train continued its journey, the group, amidst tears and sighs of relief, embraced and supported each other. The desperation had been transformed into an act of overcoming and bravery, and the experience left an indelible mark on their hearts. What began as a promising day now revealed itself as a lesson in unity and courage. The group knew that despite the scare, they had faced a challenge that could have ended very differently. After the frantic rescue and the train's departure, the group moved away from the tracks, seeking solace in a safe space. The countryside, once a playground of fun, now seemed to reflect the gravity of the situation they had faced. The silence following the chaos was deep, filled with a new understanding. As they recovered from the shock, Oliver and his friends gathered in a circle, seeking meaning in the tumult they had just experienced. The ride, which had started as a simple adventure, had turned into a painful and crucial lesson about safety and the importance of following rules. The red signal they had ignored was now a clear symbol of the consequences of hasty decisions. The adrenaline that had once dominated now blended with a deeper reflection. The thrill that had driven them to defy the safety signal now served as a reminder of life's fragility. Oliver and his friends realized that even in moments of great excitement, caution should never be set aside. What had seemed like a typical day of fun had become a powerful lesson on the importance of respecting signals and making thoughtful decisions. Despite the fear and shock, the experience had strengthened their bonds. What could have been a tragedy had turned into a testament to the strength of friendship and collective courage. The memories of that morning, while tinged with tension, were also filled with a newfound sense of responsibility and profound respect for life. The bike adventure, which began with promises of freedom and joy, now stood as a lasting reminder of the importance of cherishing each moment and never underestimating safety. The day had left an indelible mark on everyone's memory, a testament to the truth that, despite adventures and excitement, prudence and attention to signs are fundamental to preserving life and friendships.